This next duo, I think she told me. Did you tell me you're from Manitoba? Originally from Manitoba, and like they say, better to be in Toronto saying you're from Manitoba than to be in Manitoba saying you're from Toronto. Seriously. She also told me another great story out front, and that is that they decided to call themselves Sue and Dwight because all the groups that were the duos that started with a man's name ended up in divorced or worse. Delaney and Bonnie, Ian and Sylvia, Romeo and Juliet ended badly. So they went the other way. And you will be happy to know after you see them tonight that they're going to be is it Saturday? Every Saturday at the Cameron House in the month of March at 3:30 in the afternoon. So you've got your weekends. Danny at the Rex, Sue and Dwight at the Cameron House, both great venues. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready, Dwight? I like your hat. Oh, an accordion. That's how I started. I started at tap dancing, then accordion. Then it became awesome. You know the difference between an accordion and a banjo, don't you? Accordion burns longer. A Lawrence Welk joke, I'm sorry. You ready to go? You ready to go? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up a nice warm Trane welcome for Sue and Dwight.
And actually, do you know what the definition of perfect pitch is? Do you hear that one? Perfect pitch. It's when you throw the accordion into the dumpster and it lands on a banjo. Good. We had all these Brian jokes, but Danny started off with a nice tribute, so we thought, okay, this isn't a roast. It's a classy affair. You know, we've got to change all the material on the way.
Well, we're going to start off with a song that I wrote after making a big change in my life. I used to be in the corporate world and then decided that being a singer-songwriter and part-time busker might be a good step up for me. And so I made a big change, quit my job, and doing music full-time now. And what I've sort of learned since then is that as long as you keep moving forward on whatever path you're on, I think you're eventually going to get where you're supposed to be. So that's what this song is all about. It's called Can I Get Where I'm Going?
I'll take the long road if it's the right road. It might be the only road that takes me to where I wanna be. But if I miss my exit, I'll just take another. I'll just keep on driving till I get where I'm going. I thought I was certain
I miss my exit, I'll just take another. I'll just keep on driving till I get where I'm going.
Well, you know, it's really, we should mention a little bit about the honor, the man of the hour, Brian. We've known Brian for about 5 or 6 years now. We met him back at the Renaissance, and it's really odd how you meet people, and you never really realize where that's going to lead. And it was at the open stage that they used to have out there a number of years ago. And I remember just kind of sitting at the bar, as everyone was doing, while the stage was open, and just talking to this guy with the, you know, kind of had the 70s things going on there and all that. And I thought, what an interesting guy and what a neat guy. And we're so happy that he's our friend now. So, and we're very happy to be able to play at his tribute this evening. So let's have it up for Brian. And his better half, Cheech. And his better half, Cheech.
Everyone loves Cheech. Well, this next song we're going to do is one that came out of a travel experience of ours. Dwight and I have had the opportunity to travel to some countries in East Africa over the last few years, and those have been really life-changing trips for us. You know, getting to see people who are not as fortunate as we are. And in our first trip to Malawi in 2007, I was spending a lot of time with kids while Dwight was doing some work with water projects and stuff. And I wanted to kind of remember these kids in the song, so I wrote this song called Little Child Big World. And in it I'm kind of asking, you know, the question, do you have any idea what life is like outside of where your world is? And at first I was thinking that question was directed at the kids, but now I sort of realize it's directed at all of us, because we all sort of live in our own little world, and we know what's around us, but we don't necessarily know what everyone else is going through. So this is a question posed to all of us little children in the big world.
Watching every move child, big world.
Thank you. Well, we're just going to switch instruments here. Well, not really. I'm not going to attempt to play the accordion. The accordion should always be played by someone who kind of knows how to play it. I think that's how it gets its bad reputation, maybe. That strap may be a little short.
See, Danny Marks played the John Lennon song. Now I got the John Lennon guitar for you.
Well, this song we're going to do for you now is a very special song. It was written by Gladstone. And a few years ago, well, when we first met him and I heard this song, I instantly knew that Brian was a good person, because only a good person could write this kind of song. And it actually is a song that moves me, even to the point that when we first started learning it, I had trouble getting through the last verse without crying, actually. But we've had the pleasure of singing it a few times, and singing it a few times for Brian, which makes me extra nervous because it is his song.
And she sings it in the subway. And it's not only a great song, but it's a good money song. And when you play in the subway, it's important to have the good money songs. Are we playing this in T flat?
Yeah, we don't do it in the same key as Brian. And he may even play it for you tonight himself, which would be awesome too, because he has such a great style with it.
Washed away from the shore, a teardrop from hell made the great ocean swell. Out of my life they did pour. Here is a song for the sadness of holding a young mother's heart. It's a song for smiling through the vein in his veins. We hung out since our teens in faded Levi's jeans, standing at the crossroads again. Here is a song for the friendship and for sharing the best times of my life. Here is a song we'll meet again before too long. It's a song for everyone. It's a song for everyone. It's a song.